All right, Kent Business College apprentices, welcome. Forget everything you think you know about boring marketing plans, because today we are going on an epic quest. We're not just going to learn about marketing, we're going to become marketing heroes. Our mission? To forge a plan so powerful it becomes the stuff of legend. Let's do this.
Okay, let's be real for a second. Does your marketing ever feel like you're just throwing stuff at a wall and hoping something, anything, sticks? You fire off a social post, you send an email, you boost an ad, and then you just cross your fingers and hope for the best? Look, if that sounds familiar, you are definitely not alone. It is so frustrating, right? But here's the thing, hope is not a strategy.
So that's why we're going to completely flip the script on this. A marketing plan is not some dusty, boring document that sits on a shelf. No way. Think of it as your hero's map. It's the enchanted scroll that shows you the way, giving you a clear path and, most importantly, a way to know if you're actually winning on your journey to that ultimate treasure, real, measurable success.
Now, every great hero, every legendary warrior knows this. Victory is won long before the battle even starts. It is all about the recon. And this first absolutely critical task is called the situation analysis. This is the S in powerful frameworks like SOSTAC, and it is the foundation for everything.
So, what is it? Well, think of yourself as a master spy. You're gathering intelligence. First, you look inward at your own kingdom. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Then, you look outward at the world around you. What are the opportunities, the market trends, and, yeah, your enemies? I mean, your competitors? It's all about knowing the landscape.
A super simple but powerful tool for this is a SWOT analysis. It gives you a bird's eye view. So, internally, a strength might be that you've just launched 5 new product features. Awesome. But a weakness? You've got pretty low brand awareness up north. Externally, you see an opportunity, like the growing demand for vegan options. But there's also a threat. Your main competitor has twice as many social media followers. The key here, and I mean this, is to be brutally honest. Knowing your weaknesses is the first step to fixing them.
And if you want to zoom out even further, you can use a tool like Pestle. Honestly, it's like a magical spyglass that helps you see these huge shifts happening on the horizon. A political change could be a new privacy law that totally messes with your ads. An economic downturn, that's going to change how people spend their money. A new technology, like TikTok, could pop up and change everything. These are the giant forces you've got to be aware of.
Okay, so you've spied on the battlefield. You have your map. Brilliant. But you know, a map is pretty useless if you don't actually pick a destination. So now that we know the lay of the land, it is time to decide where we're going. Let's talk goals and strategy.
And this right here shows the huge difference between a vague wish and a real hero's quest. Increase awareness up north is not a goal. It's a nice thought, but that's it. But increase brand awareness in Northern England from 20% to 40% by the end of next year, now that is a dragon you can actually slay. Why? Because it's smart, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. That's a real mission.
So if the objective is the what, the strategy is the clever how. It's the path you decide to take based on all that intel you gathered. It's not just let's do some radio ads, let's do radio ads because our research says that's where our audience actually hangs out. See, strategy is the bridge that connects your analysis to your actions. It's your game plan.
Okay, this is my absolute favorite part. You've got the map, you know your destination, now it's time to gear up. We're heading to the armory to pick out our weapons, our tools, our secret gadgets. We're talking about tactics. This is the fun stuff you actually get to do.
And look at this arsenal. To nail our goal of boosting awareness up north, we're not just doing one thing. We're launching a PR campaign, running radio ads, sponsoring a local team. We're even geo-targeting social media ads. Do you see how each of these weapons works together? It's an integrated campaign. They all support each other, creating a force that's way more powerful than any single one of them alone.
So you've planned your attack, you've fought bravely, but here it comes, the final boss, measurement. Because what is the point of a heroic quest if you can't even prove you won? This is where we talk about key performance indicators, or KPIs. It's how you keep score.
Think of these KPIs as the treasure you bring back to show the king and queen. They are the hard, cold facts, the gold and jewels that prove your quest was a success. Things like sales figures, website traffic, social media engagement, and the big one, return on investment. This is your proof.
You know, every good hero needs a little inspiration.
So let's gather round the campfire and hear some tales of the marketing legends who have walked this path before us and returned with epic stories of victory.
Our first hero is Direct Line. Now, insurance is a super crowded, super noisy battlefield. Their analysis showed that people just saw them as another boring, generic company. So their quest? They decided to stop competing on price and instead reposition themselves as the ultimate problem solvers, the heroes who get things sorted fast. They were on it.
So, did it work? You bet it did. Look at this. They saw a 4.2-point increase in people agreeing that Direct Line can sort claims out efficiently. That is not just some random number. That is a measurable shift in public perception. That's a win.
And this is where it gets crazy cool. Their tactic was to use famous characters like Bumblebee from Transformers in their ads. And check out the results. Their ad recognition score was nearly double the industry average. People actually remembered them, and that memory translated into a 20% jump in quotes and sales. That, my friends, is a legendary victory. And now, let's talk about a brand that has turned the marketing quest into an art form. You know who I'm talking about, John Lewis. Their annual quest is probably the most famous in the world, to completely and totally own the entire emotional experience of Christmas.
And they don't just get lucky. This timeline for the Monty the Penguin campaign is a masterclass in planning. It all starts with that emotional TV ad, right? But then it's supported by in-store experiences, merchandise that sells out instantly, and a massive social media buzz. It's a whole world they build, not just an ad.
So, did all that warm, fuzzy, penguin-hugging goodness actually make a difference to the business? Oh yeah, a 4.8% increase in profits over the Christmas period. This proves it. A powerful emotional connection leads directly to a very, very healthy bottom line.
So if you remember only one thing from our entire quest today, please let it be this. This is the golden rule. Marketing is not just about making cool ads or funny TikToks. Marketing exists for one reason: to drive real business value by understanding and meeting your customers' needs. That is the whole point.
And just like that, our quest together is over. But yours is just beginning. You have the map, you have the tools, you've heard the tales of the legends, so the only question left is, what will your marketing quest be? Now go out there and forge your own legend.